cut your fingernails on Sunday,
and the devil will be after you all week.
This week on isletunes, it's all Halloween-themed music from island artists. You'll hear about ghosts, murder, blood, monsters, and that's just the tip of the coffin. Yuhs ready, PEI? Let's get her done.
Hello, Prince Edward Island. You're listening to a special Halloween episode of isletunes for the week of October 29th, 2023. We've risen up out of the red soil to bring you songs about and referring to the netherworld. It's going to be more chilling than the first frost we're expecting next week. It's going to be bloodier than that bit about pirates Anne sings about in that musical.
Excuse me. That's my microphone?
Who goes there? Who interrupts the undead?
I do. I'm Adam Michael James. This is my show. I host it. I'm on a schedule here. You're making me fall behind. But seriously, go chill out in the break room. Literally. I'm sure you'll find something spoiled in my refrigerator.
It's just as well. I couldn't keep up this voice for a whole podcast anyway.
No doubt. Hey, can anybody clean this goo off my mic's windscreen? Oh well, the show must go on. Yes, it's Adam Michael James, and this is a special Halloween edition of isletunes, the first holiday-themed show, and Undead Buddy was right. This week you're going to hear nothing but songs that either have something to do with spooky things directly, or at least have a spooky word or two in the titles. We'll dig up all kinds of genres, kind of like the way we used to dig up all kinds of Halloween candy while trick-or-treating. Just so this doesn't come off as a trick, the plan was to sit down this week for an interview with preeminent PEIer Dennis Ellsworth, who just released his new album Modern Hope, but scheduling conflicts and perhaps hope isn't in keeping with the ghoulish themes here, so you should hear Dennis next week, and in the meantime, it's time for the treat that goes with any trick. At least I hope you'll find it a treat. It's something of mine, a parody song that requires a bit of an explanation. Okay, without getting too dark, I had an abusive stepfather growing up. Now, my friends and I started referring to him as Dracula. It was based on a Peanut strip where Charlie Brown found Lucy out late because at home Linus's blanket was attacking her. Chuck convinced her to go home, and she said that she, quote, felt like she was going home to the house of Dracula, unquote. I could relate. And before long, we were very crudely recording Duran Duran songs with lyrics rewritten to make fun of said stepfather. We called the project Durac Durac. This was mostly in 1984 with a brief resurgence in 1991, but every once in a while I like to do some new tracks, not always based on Duran, and I found myself performing in character as Drac. Call it reclaiming. So this is a parody I did in 2019 for our 35th anniversary to the tune of Captain and Tennille's 1975 mega hit Love Will Keep Us Together. Of course, it's Blood Will Keep Us Together on isletunes. My podcast, my rules. Enjoy?
Blood will keep us together. Think of me, babe, whenever some mortal guy or girl comes along wearing a thong. Don't care if they look good while in a sarong. So stop, 'cause I hunger for you. Stop, 'cause I'm thirsty for you. Show me your neck and let blood keep us together. Now listen to me, girls. Blood will keep us together. Think of it as a tether. So when you see some hot-looking dude, you know what to do. Two holes like the bog, there'll be one of us too. Just stop, 'cause I hunger for you. Stop, 'cause I'm thirsty for you. Show me your neck and let blood keep us together. whatever.
Okay, like seriously, what does that even mean?
Young and beautiful.
Thank you.
But someday your looks will be gone.
That is a terrible thing to say.
Who'll take my youth serum that works better than that Botox?
I will. Hell yeah, I will.
I will. We can live forever. Blood will keep us together. We'll convince you so good despite it's only at night. Need
dumb.
more of us to campaign for vampire rights. So stop, cause I hunger for you. Stop, cause I'm thirsty for you. Show me your neck and that blood. Keep us together.
Okay, so this all he ever sings about. I know, right? Is he going to bite you?
I will,
Bite you,
I will,
bite you,
I will,
bite you.
I will. Ha ha!
I just put on the playback. Can you believe he's got these other chicks singing on here? We've been singing with him for 10 years. Please, none of this would have happened if you hadn't talked us into going to that hot tub with him. I thought he was a magician. I know, we're vampires too. Vampire Sue's Q is coming up. Come on, girl.
Stop, why?
I'm hungry for you.
Stop, why?
I'm thirsty for you.
Show me your neck and the blood. Keep us together. Whatever.
Is he gonna bite you?
I will,
Bite you,
I will,
bite you,
I will,
bite you.
I will. I've got to jam. The sun is coming up. Keep vamping, ladies.
I'm going to take a good long vacation starting today. I thought he'd never leave. That cape of his totally stinks. When was the last time you washed it? I don't know, but I saw this ancient bottle of woolite in his coffin. Hey, did you notice he didn't even mention chili or Sprite even once? He's like totally losing it. Oh crap, this song's over. Oh, it's just as well. Hey, listen, you want to go with me to Venice Beach and find some cute guys to buy? Venice Beach? Talk about scraping the bottom of the barrel. Okay, but can we at least get twins so we can each get one? Hey, maybe we'll run into the Property Brothers. I mean, they ain't twins, but blood wouldn't be the only thing keeping us together.
Busted cane, sugar crowned, lovers came into my town. See, all of the little punks wrestle with conformity and drown. They've got each other, but not for long. We've all prepaid in advance for the lonely misanthropic leagues and your society dance. Step down to the bottom of a well, my killer. Nothing's gonna get you closer to McGill than telling all your friends you're feeling pretty bloody and you've got to go home. Face white, fist clenched, rushing through the grand suspense to find someone in the end is just to lose your medical expenses. This botch blitzkrieg's all you got. Break a cord to tie the knot, but all that's tired are their tired and sorrowful statements to the lopsided unofficial victories. God, how he wants to tell you something, but you're gonna have to bleed. So tell everybody you know that you've been pretty bloody lately, baby. Oh.
Boxer the Horse, who had the distinction of being named the best new band in Canada by CBC Radio 3 at the 2010 Bucky Awards. You just heard Pretty Bloody from their 2012 album French Residency on iTunes. That was their final collection. Members Jeremy Godet and Andrew Woods moved on to Kiwi Jr. and Legal Vertigo, respectively, while Christian Ledwell has moved on from the music industry entirely. If you've listened to this show for any length of time, and if you haven't, why aren't you? Then you've figured out that I often like to pair songs that have something in common one way or another. Let's do that here with the theme of ghosts. Belief in the paranormal is not a requirement. All you need to groove on is Ghost Town, powerhouse rockers who hail from Summerside and hit us with Ghost of Saturday Night, this year's debut effort. You're going to hear the title track, and then I'll switch it up completely on you with a hip-hop track called Ghost by none other than Braden V. And if you say trick or treat nicely, you might find an extra goodie in your goodie bag. I gotta bring this stuff to you because, as the aforementioned Charlie Brown would say,
I gotta rock.
isletunes Rock Block.
I look like I seen a ghost. I just can't seem to feel you, you're an echo. I can't seem to hear you, who do you call when nobody's ever there? I want you to know that I can see you clear through the smoke. I just can't seem to feel you, you're an echo. I can't seem to hear you, who do you call when nobody's ever there? I want you to know that I can see you clear, you're a ghost. Trapped in these walls, a poltergeist. The life we lived, how much of it was a lie? My skin's pale, you can see it in my eyes. I haven't slept in days and I haven't even tried. Why even bother? Why should I take the time? Everything I've given never got to get in mine. Paid my dues, but I'm paid no mind. Been running for so long, I don't see the finish line. I was lost in the past, thinking of us. What the hell happened to all of the trust? It died a slow death by thousands of cuts. I watched as you carved out every last one. You never heard me when I was calling for you. I never knew if anything you told me was true. Been running from myself, but there ain't no use. I look like I seen a ghost. I just can't seem to feel you, you're an echo. I can't seem to hear you, who do you call when nobody's ever there? I want you to know that I can see you clear through the smoke. I just can't seem to feel you, you're an echo. I can't seem to hear you, who do you call when nobody's ever there? I want you to know that I can see you clear, you're a ghost. In the nighttime, foolishly thought you could be my lifeline. Had a strong heart till you found a way to break mine. Paranormal or not, they say I'm out of my mind. Spot me on the spot when I was staying on a straight line. Only learned the truth when I heard it through the grapevine. Where can I look when there's darkness in the daylight? In the night I run, cause I know that I can't hide from all the times I tried too hard. Late nights I tore myself apart. Every time that I missed my mark, voices shouting I should quit before I even start. I remember when I wasn't enough. There's nothing you can say I haven't said to myself. I'm getting back to the place I started out. The place that was safe before you burned it all down. It's like I seen a ghost. I just can't seem to feel you, you're an echo. I can't seem to hear you, who do you call when nobody's ever there? I want you to know that I can see you clear through the smoke. I just can't seem to feel you, you're an echo. I can't seem to hear you, who do you call when nobody's ever there? I want you to know that I can see you clear through the smoke. I just can't seem to feel you, you're an echo. I can't seem to hear you, who do you call when nobody's ever there? I want you to know that I can see you clear through the smoke. I just can't seem to feel you, you're an echo. I can't seem to hear you, who do you call when nobody's ever there? I want you to know that I can see you clear, you're a ghost.
Songster Russell Louder. That's Epitaph from their new album Fair Weather on iTunes. Before that, you heard Ghost, a 2021 single from rapper and DJ Braden V. If you were at the alley last night for the Prototypes Halloween costume and bowling party like I was, then you heard Braden V's Spinning. Not to be left out, we started this chunk of island music with Ghost Town's Ghost of Saturday Night. Coming up, the punk of 40,000 years, and bringing an island urban legend to life through music. Now it's time to take you straight to hell. Actually, I've already been there. But let's try the route set out by Acadian rockers Aubin Pila SBC. They tell me that's C-Cam Band, and they call their brand of rock and roll janky. Interestingly, they formed in Nunavut in 2019, but brought the festivities back to Abram Village, where they recorded their first album last year. That album is Yuhs, which to my understanding translates as Where is Hell? And I hope I got that right. The title track's a bit of a hoedown, if by down you mean underworld. It's more of this week's Halloween theme, only en français, on iTunes.
S'il te plaît, dis-moi jusque là, je suis supposé d'habiter. Depuis que ma femme m'a quitté, puis ma maison a brûlé. J'ai plus de logis pour dormir toute la nuit. S'il te plaît, dis-moi jusque là, je suis supposé d'habiter.
Short but incredibly sweet, that's Where It Crawls, from Heather's debut album Foundations, which dropped earlier this year. Heather was once the band Diffuser, and this quintet of rockers comes to you by way of the North Shore. You all probably know that your favorite movies and series episodes usually, start one way, but go through a fair amount of changes before ending up as what you see. The same is true of podcasts, methinks. Before I ever recorded the first episode of iTunes, I had envisioned doing an all-punk Halloween show. After all, there are way more punk bands on the island than you could even imagine. I don't have enough of those bands in my special iTunes music library yet to pull off a whole show dedicated to them. PEI Punkers, if you're listening, hit me up, amj@altunes.ca. But the original concept survives in this trio of tracks whose titles fit the Halloween theme. Finish doing up those Liberty spikes and safety pinning your clothes together because it's Dead Name, Warsh, and Antibodies in a cluster punk
iTunes Rock Block.
All right, let it go. why punk songs seem to run shorter than songs in other genres, but hey, I could make a 3-pack here in the time it takes to play one pop song. In order, that was self-proclaimed PEI Potato Punkers' Dead Name with 2019's Bent and Burned, Warsh with Program of Terror from 2020, ending off with Antibodies, also from 2019, with their cut, You're a Fucking Wolf. Ooh, I just bleeped myself out. While we're in this aggressive music mood, it's not that far a jump from punk to thrash, and that's exactly what you're gonna get. Wig, U-I-G-G, is not just a place name on PEI that dates back to 1925 and took its name from Wig on the Isle of Skye in Scotland, just with an extra G. Here on the island, they were massive metalers who recorded their second of 2 albums in 2011. This is from their 2008 disc, To Punish and Enslave. As the title says, we can't all be saints, and if we're not saints, then we must be, well, you figure it out. Music to trick or treat to. Well, for us adults anyway. Wig adding some thrash to our Halloween on iTunes. Hey, y'all like witches? I like witches. Well, from one particular franchise anyway. So much so, I wrote 4 books about it. Want to hear about them?
When you watch Bewitched, what do you like to have beside you? A little brother, the neighbors, maybe a little snack. Well, if you're hungry for Bewitched knowledge, what you really ought to have by your side is the Bewitched Continuum.
In living color.
Filled with continuity observations from all 254 episodes, you can impress your friends with what the show got right and wrong. Its changing rules of witchcraft, and how many times Endora called Darren Durwood. Plus, this edition comes with an exclusive spell guide and an in-depth look at Tabitha, Bewitched short-lived spin-off from 1977.
You bet your abracadabra.
Zap up the Bewitched Continuum in living color on Amazon, along with the original black and white version and Bewitched Continuations I, Samantha Take This Mortal Darren and Samantha's 70s, because
It's time you learned about witches.
Night is black as a raven's feather, thunder crackle like a snap of leather, and the wind whips through the black spruce on the shore. Waves are pounding on the beaches, harder as the last of the fishermen reach safe harbor, and the wind turns cold, cuts to the core. Out in the wide Northumberland Strait, a ball of fire skips o'er the waves, and those who watch, they can't believe their eyes. There's a burst of flame and a flash of light, and there in the tide is a brightening sight, is a tall ship, all the flame lights up the sky. Tales of the Phantom ship, from Trock to Gale it flames. She sails the wide Northumberland Strait, no one knows her name. Tales of the Phantom ship, it's a ship of fire, they cry. Hard against the wind she sails, no one can say why. The 3-masted square rigger, 400 tons or maybe bigger, with fire and every rope and spar and sail. Out of the east, though the wind blows west, she plows the strait on an unknown quest, cutting through the waves with the strength of a full force gale. Of why she appears is none to know. Some say it's nothing but a moonlit glow, but those who've seen her swear they tell no lies. They tell how her bow suddenly drops down, and into the depths of the street she's bound, and the wind goes wild with wailing, chilling cries. Tales of the Phantom ship, from Trock to Gale it flames. She sails the wide Northumberland Strait, no one knows her name. Tales of the Phantom ship, it's a ship of fire, they cry. Hard against the wind she sails, no one can say why. Some say she's an immigrant ship of old, Highland Scots whose land was stolen, lost at sea while seeking the new land. Or a ghostly American privateer who plundered innocent harbors here, cursed to sail the strait, forever damned. But an old man sang a song to me, 600 Acadian drowned at sea, deported long ago from St. John's Isle. He says they sail this choppy strait throughout time and tide, they navigate, searching for the means to end their long exile. Tales of the Phantom ship, from Trock to Gale it flames. She sails the wide Northumberland Strait, no one knows her name. Tales of the Phantom ship, it's a ship of fire, they cry. Hard against the wind she sails, no one can say why. Tales of the Phantom ship, from Trock to Gale it flames. She sails the wide Northumberland Strait, no one knows her name. She sails the wide Northumberland Strait, when will she sail again?
Since I didn't have any items for This Week in PEI History for this episode, I figured a delve into PEI history by way of music was just as good. Of course, that was Lenny Gallant with his epic Tales of the Phantom Ship, going all the way back to his 1988 debut album, Breakwater. Full disclosure, yes, I played 2 Lenny tunes last week, and I don't ordinarily like to feature the same artists in back-to-back shows or even within a month, but how could I not include Lenny's famous telling of the island's phantom ship tale? Sightings of a schooner with its sails on fire have been reported since 1786. In 1900, people rowed out to it, but it disappeared before they got there. Real or illusion? I don't know, but since it's typically seen between September and November and before a northeast wind, maybe you'll see it for yourself this year. Any northeast winds forecast for Halloween night? Coming up, chilling thoughts, as if the thoughts of phantom ships weren't chilling enough, and monsters in the closet. He's acoustic, admittedly lo-fi, and he's got a sound that instantly takes you back to the folk sounds and harmonies of the 1960s. He's Sean Passmore, and in 2004 he put out his album Uppsala Garage, which was featured in the Museum of Canadian Music. For this juncture, I've plucked out a song from it that fits into all this spooky spookiness. It's Murder Ballad on isletunes. Did he do it? You know he did.
Held the gun close to your head and told me you'd be better dead, and I just stood there quiet. The tape you made had all run out of soft songs you played about your longing, hopes, and desires. I should have told you why. Solitaire you played even though I was there, and stared off into the distance. Your thoughts were like a deck of cards, and you, the bleeding jack of hearts, played 52, pick up with them. I should have told you why. Should have told you why. Now you're sad and lonely. Now you're sad and gone. I sit down at that kitchen table and wonder just how you were able to pull that trigger, man. But I see it plain in my cigarette pack, all the numbers, all the facts, and now you're just a statistic. I should have told you. Sad and lonely. Now
snow. And we run by the vault where they keep all the cold bodies, ooh, to be buried. And the focus is up on my back and he's so heavy, ooh, to be carried. Watching our breath that collects on the window pane, words read backwards by you, pushing through tunnels of snow, pressing in on me, pulling me up by my boots. Running away from the truth, the bodies in the winter are coming for you. Running away from the truth, the bodies in the winter are coming for you. There is a tower with a steeple if you want to climb. If you're a coward, we may be hurtful, trying your best not to cry. In the dark and the dust and what else, look around on our knees. Ooh, the ladder's raised, and we jump to the top where we hold by the skin of our teeth. Ooh, out of the haze. Then at the top, Jenny stops and we take it in towering giants from here. Climbing back down while the darkness surrounds us. One by one we disappear. Running away from the truth, the bodies in the winter are coming for you. Running away from the truth, the bodies in the winter are coming for you.
Paper Lions, of course, from their 2013 album My Friends. That's Bodies in the Winter on iTunes. I guess Bodies in the Winter would preserve well, at least until mid-spring. Incidentally, My Friends was produced, engineered, and mixed by Howard Redekop, who also produced for Tegan and Sara, no less. Let's jump ahead a decade to now, 2023, which has seen a lot of new island music released, including by these guys. They might call themselves absolute losers, but there's nothing losery about their debut effort At the Mall, which came out in August. This is one of its singles and makes the iTunes Halloween cut by virtue of its title. This is By Fright by post-punkers Absolute Losers. By the way, I was an 80s teen. I miss malls.
Where is your sense? And are these your illusions?
Dave Woodside on iTunes. That's Chilling Thoughts from his 2019 album The Long and the Short. He's racked up no less than 6 Music PEI Award noms, and he describes his live repertoire as, quote, music that I wrote or music I wish I wrote, unquote. Hey, there was nothing wrong with his music writing on that track. And if y'all want to avoid chilling thoughts, stay out of my head. I don't want to break up this run of chillin', thrillin', and chillin' and spillin', but I guess you're due for a reprieve from All Hallows Eve. Just long enough, though, to tell you about the live perfs happening around the island the next week or so. How about I backward mask the Halloween version of the iTunes theme I did up and throw it under these announcements to keep things spooky? I like it. Today, Sunday, October 29th, it's Island Songwriters in the Round featuring Lawrence Maxwell, Dennis Ellsworth, and Megan Blanchard at the Harborfront Theater. Also today, October 29th, BIPOC Artists in the Round featuring Joss Rayom, Louisa F. Guiza, and Tuli Porcher from In Echo, and they are playing at the Trailside Music Hall. Halloween night, October 31st, Hit the Coast, Chamberlain, and Null come together on stage at the Trailside Music Hall. The next night, November 1st at the Trailside, it's 2 Hours Traffic. Friday, November 3rd, Soul Filter plays at the Breakwater Bar and Grill in Summerside. Looking into next week, November 5th, it's Island Songwriters in the Round featuring Nick Donoff, Shane Pendergast, and host Megan Blanchard at the Harborfront Theater. The same night, November 5th, Supercar and Radio Roulette play with Ripcords at the Trailside Music Hall. And on November 10th, it's Scott Parsons, Stories and Songs for My Father for Remembrance Day at King's Playhouse. Now, as I said at the beginning of this episode, I don't have an interview for you this week. 'Tis sad, but what that does is create a gap big enough for me to stuff 2 extra songs into. It's like trick-or-treating, but scoring and coming back with an overflowing collection device. We did plastic pumpkins in my day. What do y'all use? Speaking of being plentiful, we've each got 206 of them, but they're not scary until they're broken or being dug up out of the ground. I'm talking about Bones, of course, the title track on Carrie Lynn's 2020 album Hit the Ground. Carrie Lynn is from North Rustico, but wrote most of the album while backpacking through Australia, Colombia, Thailand, boring places like that. She brings it home with Bones on iTunes. Given all this Halloween stuff, I'd better check to make sure mine are all here. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 in each finger. That makes 33.
First comes first, you had your chance. I wasn't here for some big romance. The more you took, the more I gave. And now you're back around these days. Can't
That's where I stay now. I let my fear get in the way. So don't you cross it. Don't you cross that line. Deal with yourself while you still got time. The hideous creatures are in my ears. The hideous whispers are in my ears. They've been coming in loud and clear. The monster closet is spitting out black smoke. It can't be taken lightly. It's not a joke. Don't you dare don't follow me across that divide. You can't enjoy yourself if you're terrified. The hideous creatures are in my ears. The hideous whispers are in my ears. But I won't listen. I don't believe them anymore. I won't listen. I let the words fall on the floor. I won't listen. But I know they're there. So baby, beware. Oh baby, beware. The hideous creatures. The hideous whispers. The hideous creatures are in my ears. The hideous whispers are in my ears. But I won't listen anymore.
If you're gonna have monsters in your closet, they might as well take the form of 2 Hours Traffic. That's, of course, Monster Closet from THT's 2009 Territory album. I don't have to tell you that they racked up music PEI and ECMA noms and wins during their musical tenure, and that they started recording in 2003 when they were all 19, and they got their tunes on Much Music and TV shows before all was said and done. I really didn't have to tell you that, did I? Well, at least for this episode of All Tunes, as Samantha on Bewitched would say,
Halloween is over, mummy.
so let's open up that closet and let all the monsters out. Hell, I haven't been in a closet since 1988. It's a scary world out there, especially in my home country of the US, so we really could use some modern hope. Fittingly, the name of the new album released by Dennis Ellsworth, who will indeed sit down in the iTunes studio, otherwise known as my basement, next time. I hope you enjoyed this Halloweeny foray into island music because I am glad to bring it to you. If you're grooving on the tunes and want to support iTunes, it's super easy and cheap. You can throw this podcast $5 a month via Patreon, where you can access expanded video interviews with the artists you hear me chatting with on here. You'll see Gordon Belcher, Eric Broadbent, Lenny Gallant with Patricia Richard as Serena Matelot, plus performances from LaFunk. This week I should be able to add the video of the exclusive live performance the Prototype did for us in the last installment. It's cheaper than a streaming service, and it's nothing but PEI content. Patreon.com/iTunes. I thank you. I truly thank you. I always want to get more artists on here, as well as more mid to late 20th century island music, not to mention those island catchphrases you guys are so fond of. You know what to do. Reach out to me at amj@iletunes.ca or leave me a voice message or text at 902-807-4250. This podcast is for you, so there's no reason it can't have contributions from you. Do the social media thing and follow iTunes on Facebook and Instagram. I'm known to post links on both, leading you to places you can buy the music you hear around here. It's a great way to show them some love. iTunes was developed from a concept by Rocky O'Neill. I'm Adam Michael James, and all this talk of Halloween candy is making me want chocolate. I'll be back next Sunday with more musical sweet treats that only Prince Edward Island can offer. In the meantime, ghouls and goblins, be good, and if you can't be good at it. See yous next time.
Happy Halloween.
Oh, yes.